What's going on? Is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. So hello, Rita.
Hi guys.
You be in your own world, don't you? Rita don't be checking for nothing that's going on over here. Not no camera, not none of that. But Sunday at the airport, first flight out, just came back from the LaPifla's talk show. Everything went awesome and well, as good as it could have went. You know, first show, trying to figure it out. I think everybody had a really good time. I had an opportunity to really spend some personal FaceTime with every single person that showed up to the show, so I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. I appreciate y'all for holding me down. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to help y'all to understand through a series of these conversations. And these are the conversations that we have extensively in the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, no pressure. Link is in the description. And it's so much value. Just dropped a video in there 2 days ago. We got the building a brick and mortar in the e-commerce along with the application series going on, where I'm taking people through and I'm actually showing them the process. They're participating. I'm putting my own money up. Probably spend close to $100,000 building this out. We already got the city set up, everything, right? But you got to continue to ignore all of the kids. Just continue to walk. But anyways, like I was saying, we got all of that popping off, right? Now, the key about the Patreon is that you got to work through the videos and you have to participate. It's not enough for you to just sign up and that be the end of it. Nobody is going to make you guys do the work. You got to do the work yourself, all right? So hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. That link is in the description. And if you need personal coaching, make sure you go to my website, AntonDaniels.com, and tap in with me. We're going to get you popping. Aside from all of that, right? Let me tell you the key about getting rich, all right? This is the key. The key to get rich is to completely remove yourself from the idea that you need a bunch of cash in order to do so. Cash doesn't mean anything. As a matter of fact, cash is absolute garbage. We don't care anything about cash. Now, what does that mean? Because money has its own language. And a lot of people don't understand the language of money. And so what they do is they listen to a bunch of other stuff that's on the internet. They follow some people. They look at the houses, the cars. They look at people with the money phone. And they think that that's relevant. It's not relevant. It doesn't mean anything. Cash is absolute garbage. Now let me explain to you why. Number one, the goal is to acquire assets. Let me say that again. The goal is to acquire assets. We don't care about anything except for things that make us money, A, and B, tie in our lifestyle, which is turning our hobbies into businesses, so then we can make sure that we can legally write off the things that we do every day that generate revenue, okay? Now, the things that a lot of millionaires won't tell you is that while you're over here trading in your time for money, they're trading in their time for assets. And it's a difference, right? Because when you get your paycheck at the end of the week, right? And it doesn't matter if you're a W-2, you get 1099s, like you're a contractor, or you got contracts similar to being a business owner, or you're a cash intense business that you get a lot of business from and you generate resources from a lot of other different sources, right? You got different customers, whatever, right? Whatever business that you may be in, if you're a cash, you generating revenue, all of it is the same. All of it goes into the same pot. On your taxes, and let me preface this video by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you my experience and I'm giving you the game. So take it for what you want. Do whatever you want with it. You can completely disregard it, or you can take the game and learn how to level up, all right? This is the real game when it comes to what the language of money really sounds like, right? All of it goes into the same pot. And let me tell you what pot that is. At the end of the day, when you file your taxes, especially if you're a single member LLC, right? And I shouldn't even be going this deep, but When you file your taxes, whether it goes on a Schedule C, whether you put your W-2 on a 1040, whatever that is, it goes into one pot. And to make it as simple as possible, let's just break it down like this. The money you make on your job, 1099, business revenue, whatever that is, it's all just a big number. So let's say that that number is $100,000. Let's just use one round number, right? If that number is $100,000, and then you take the money that you lost, right? Or the money that you spent to invest in other things, other businesses, whatever that is, right? That money is deducted from the total amount, that $100,000. So let's say you spent an additional $25,000 to reinvest back into a business, or you're reinvested back into something that you're doing that's going to generate more revenue later in the future, an asset, real estate, whatever it is, right? You deduct that amount from the $100,000. So let's say it's $25,000 for all intents and purposes. The final number that you're going to be taxed on is $75,000. That is going to be your adjusted gross income. Let me say that one more time. $75,000 is going to be your adjusted gross income, meaning that you're incentivized to get rid of the money so that your money makes more money for you, and then you can use that money that your business money is making for you for one of two things, right? A, you can let your assets in your business that you invested in start to pay for your lifestyle, like me, so you let the principal continue to make money for you. It's similar to if you are paying, right? You paying to service the loans. Let's say you got a credit card and you bought something on a credit card, and you bought a video game, or you bought something big, right? Let's say you spent $5,000 and then you got to continue to pay that payment. You're literally paying them for the luxury of loaning you the money. So their business is to give you the money up front, and they make their money off the interest, which is servicing the loan. So you're paying off the principal. You might have to rewatch this video again to catch all of the gems, right? It's the same thing for you, but on the opposite end. What you do is you then make sure that you continue to invest your money in things that is going to generate revenue, and then you take that money that you make from it, and that's how you live your life. Or the other side of it is you can then start to use that money to reinvest it again. That way you don't even have to pay taxes on that, and that's how your net worth explodes. We don't care about cash. The only thing we care about is net worth. Net worth is the evaluation of what it is that you have. Cash, assets, business, whatever it is, all combined into one big number, and then that is what your net worth is, minus the debt, right? Whatever debt you have, all of the assets, all of the money, all of the business, whatever your worth is, minus all of the debt, that's your net worth. And that's what we care about, right? You have to divest yourself from the mindset that cash is meaningful. It's not. It's just a number. And as a matter of fact, it's a bad number, because the more you hold on to it, the less valuable it becomes. It's called inflation. We talk about it on the Millionaire Morning Show on a regular basis, meaning that if you just got your money sitting in a checking account or a savings account or anything like that, you're actually losing money by not putting it in assets. Now, the problem with a lot of people is that they look for the wrong assets, right? They think that, well, I'm invested in the stock market and things like that. There's nothing wrong with using a stock market, but the problem with the stock market is that a lot of people look at it like a stock market. They gambling, so they're not taking a long-term approach to whatever it is that they're investing in. What you need to do is not look at it as a stock market, but look at it as an opportunity to invest in a company that is really going to be great for you in your portfolio. And you have to take a long-term approach. So we don't care about whether it's going up and down. We care about the long-term growth, because that's the asset and that's the game. At a very basic level, that's the game. Again, if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, make sure you tap in. Link is in the description. Let's continue to run the numbers up. Again, it's up to you. You need personal coaching. It's a lot of different things that you may need coaching on, especially the money game. But you got to take a long-term approach and then divest yourself from the idea that you know what you're talking about when it comes to speaking money. It's not that simple. It gets much, much more complicated in a good way if you actually know what you're talking about. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Take a day off. Spend the time with your family. And then tap into the Patreon so you can continue to level up and get that bag. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.